and that is this week's Mac Track Triple Play. And we kicked it off there, Jeff Dane with California Ain't That Far, then Tiana Woods On The Rise, and we finished it off with Dave Dykins and I Won't Let You Hurt Me Anymore. So there you go.
Well, in the spirit of continuing our finding out new artists that we don't know a lot about, Rick Hart has a brand new single out and it's called City Lights, and I think our listener is going to like it.
I think you're right.
I really do. So we thought we might get Rick on the phone, have a little bit of a chat about the new single, and he joins us now. Congratulations on the new single, Rick.
Oh, thanks guys. Thanks for having me on.
I think the listeners, when they hear this, will hear a very eclectic nature in this particular song. Is that something that you've grown up with as far as a wide variety of music that's influenced you?
Yeah, absolutely. As you can tell probably from the song, the track itself, there's a lot of country music influence there, but I've grown up listening to, thankfully, a lot of my dad's music as well, so a lot of rock and roll, a lot of R&B and soul. Folk try in some way to sort of let that all sort of bleed into my own songwriting. So I tend to try and transcend genres, not always intentionally, but I think it just works out that way. So hopefully City Lights sort of has a little bit of everything in there as well. So
yeah, I think the way that the harmonica is in there, I think the honky-tonk guitar, honky-tonk piano that you feel in there as well, and a bit of the bluesy guitar sort of takes it from a rootsy to a bluesy feel, but behind the whole thing, it's a country song.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, a lot of my influences, I suppose, come from a lot of those old country artists, your Merle Haggards and your Waylon Jennings and so forth. So, I've always got that influence in me, and but I think I like the idea of incorporating all of those sort of things into my music because they're all part of me and they're all part of what I like. And so City Lights was probably an experiment in some ways in trying to bring in all of those ingredients and hopefully pulled it off.
And the one thing that we do on this show is we speak to all artists, no matter whether they're signed, independent or whatever, but the one thing that we find is a lot of people, well, half, I would say probably about 50-50, struggle with songwriting, and the other 50 just find it quite easy. But it must be such a big boost to a songwriter like yourself. I mean, you picked up that big award at the end of last year, the Songwriters Award there. That must be a big boost to a songwriter to be able to get those accolades as well from the industry.
Yeah, absolutely, Tracy. I think getting an award like that, especially where it's a songwriting award, and that's the aspect that I love the most, the writing and the creating, and to sort of have that sort of vindication, if you will, and to be recognised, by your peers for your writing. That was a very surprising, but it was a great buzz, and the prize also helped me finish the recording of my forthcoming album. So that was always nice. So it was great to be recognised as a songwriter. As I said, that's the part that I probably love the most, and I find I'm probably myself the most with.
Because you get to not only write the song, but you're creating everything. You're creating a story, the music, and you're the person who gets to put it all together, put it out there. And with the new album coming out, and with this single here, it's like all of a sudden people are now getting to hear what you've created right from the start to the finish.
Yes, exactly. I mean, as an independent artist, that's why it's so important to have people like yourselves, fostering independent music because, you believe in what you're doing, and I love what I'm doing. And, you just hope that you can get it out there and gradually get it into, more and more people's ears, and they like what you're doing, and that's always a buzz. And yeah, the response to City Lights has been great. Onward and upward, hopefully.
Yes, and it should be. And I'm feeling a sequel on the way too. So, without a spoiler alert, we'll let everyone have a listen to it and see if they can find a sequel in the midst here, because you've left the door open there, Rick.
Well, let's have a listen to it right now. Here is Rick Hart and City Lights.